overnight in Seoul, on the way to Seoul station, and then off to Incheon. Had a great time, had some vegan food, and yeah, so off to the airport, and then off to Europe, off to Amsterdam and England the next few days. So I'm gonna do a bit of a Korean Air review. So let's get on with it. So I heard a story that if you fly with Korean Air and you're taking the airport railroad from Seoul Station, you can actually check in at Seoul Station. So I'm going to see if I can do that. Drop this big bag off. That's my check-in luggage at Seoul Station, so I don't have to lug it around, and I can be free of this extra weight. So let's see how that turns out. Okay guys, let me just tell you what happened. I checked in my luggage at Seoul Station. I don't have to lug my big bag around. I spoke to the lady, I asked her what's the earliest you're allowed to check your luggage in, and she said they open at 5 a.m. So on the day of your flight at 5 a.m. you can check in your luggage, and you're free to roam the city and tour and do all kinds of sightseeing without having to lug your bags around, which is absolutely awesome. I also went through immigration. Immigration checked me out, did that security screening and stuff, and they give you this little pamphlet, which means when I actually get to the immigration at Incheon Airport, I can bypass that huge crazy dog show of a line, and I go to the line for the designated entrance for diplomats and flight crew. So I don't have to go through that super long line. I can just walk straight through and they'll check me over there. And then I did my money exchange here at Seoul Station as well. So I'm literally going to get to Incheon, I'm going to walk through, and I'm going to get on the plane. So I haven't even got on the plane yet, and I'm well impressed with Korean Air. They've got their stuff waxed. Look at this queue. I'm going through the designated entrance. I think that immigration security check would have easily taken me at least 30 minutes. I walked through the diplomat entrance, it was done in like 2. Korean Air for the win. Completely forgot my neck pillow at home. It's an 11-hour flight or something, so I'm gonna have to buy one. So just hanging out a little bit, waiting for my flight. Boarding starts in about 15 minutes or so, and I thought I'd just mention that yes, Korean Air is a little bit more expensive than other tickets, but the other option for me with a cheaper ticket to get to Amsterdam and then to London and back to Korea was with budget airlines I've never heard of, Chinese airlines, twice the amount of flights and with pretty long layovers as well. And for someone like me who hates airports and going through immigration and security checks and also hates flying, Korean Air is a no-brainer. I think in total it was about $400 more expensive, the return ticket. So if you think about it, that's half the amount of takeoffs and landings I have to deal with. That's no layovers, it's direct flight. Usually after checking in at an airport, I feel on edge, standing in queues and people doing the whole immigration thing, treating you like a terrorist. I don't feel good, but at the moment, after having checked in at Seoul Station and not having to deal with any queues and no immigration and just walking straight through the diplomat entrance, I feel good and I feel relaxed, and I'm looking forward to the flight. So, and it's not something I usually feel at airports before a flight. So at the moment, really impressed, happy, feeling good, and excited for this flight. Next thing I guess is to see what the food's going to be like. made it to Amsterdam. It's the next day. Thought I'd do a quick wrap up about the Korean Air flight. It was a good flight, exactly what you'd expect. In-flight entertainment was good, really responsive touchscreen. I like that they have a USB charger for charging your phone and stuff like that. Coatang on the seat, decent leg room, pretty much standard stuff. Food-wise, the food was good. I had really good vegan meals. I enjoyed it. Typical airline food, so didn't really fill me up all that much, but tasty. Yes, it was definitely tasty. What else is there to say? I mean, I was happy with the flight overall. By far, the best feature of this entire flight was the Seoul station check-in. So convenient. For that reason alone, I would probably go on a Korean Air flight again. So overall, really, really happy. In Amsterdam now, hanging out with my buddies. We're going to go down to the Pride Parade later. Check that out and do some sightseeing and eat some food. So stick around to the vlog if you want to see some more. I'll call this video over here. Thanks so much for watching. Check you on the next one. Peace.